is wonderful, and suddenly you got shot with an arrow in your stomach. Okay, it's very, very painful. This is a pain that you cannot control, okay? It represents all the pain we have in life that we are not choosing them, okay? It can be, chas v'shalom, divorce. It can be, somebody was fired from work. Somebody to lost somebody you love, and so on. A lot of things are pain that we cannot control them. This is the first stage. The second stage, it's how we're handling the pain with the arrow. If we are suffering, suffering is usually caused by us. By not controlling or by not handling correctly the arrow, so of course it will be suffering. So today we want to narrow as much as we can the suffering that we have. I will say something like that. Hashem, the Creator, in Rosh Hashanah, it decides how much suffering we will have. But how much we will suffer, it's our choice. You have to understand. Hashem decides how much suffering that we will have. It can be, the coronavirus and whatever. Hashem decides how much suffering we will have. But how much we will suffer, it's our choice. And on that stage, I want to talk today. On that point, I want to deal with how can we, deal with suffering, with pain. Most of the pain is from our past, okay? Something that happened in the past. Okay, what will happen? I cannot change my past. I can change my reaction to the past, okay? But not the outcome, not the facts that happened. So today we will learn how to deal with it. So first thing, we have to understand it's inevitable pain. Pain happens to everybody. You can look around you. Each person that you will see in the world has pain. Pain that Hashem, know what's the best for the person. Not all the time we know, okay? But we have to deal with. It's something that Hashem is challenging each one of us. So the first stage is to recognize the pain, and let's call it mindfulness. To be with the pain presently. Curiosity, like, I want to see how I'm feeling with this pain. I'm not judging myself all the time. Why did it happen to me? Because there is a psychologist called Christine Neff. Christine Neff, she made an equation that said like that: pain times resentment equals suffering. I'll repeat that. Pain, and we said what pain is, okay? Pain, you can choose whatever you want. Pain times resistant. Okay, I'm resist the pain. Why me? Where's God here? Okay, maybe it's my wife's fault. Okay, maybe it's my parents' fault. We know how to blame everybody, all the world, except us. Maybe also I'm blaming myself. I mean, I'm dumb. Okay, I'm dumb. I'm idiot. But Fanger, why did you do that? So I will blame all the world. So pain times resistant. I'm resisting what happened, okay? I'm not accepting that, I'm resisting that. So the resistment, it's causing us equals suffering. So if we want to narrow to the minimum our suffering, we have to do 5 things. The first thing, we called it mindfulness. Mindfulness, I mean, okay, something happened, I'm not resisting, I'm accepting that. Okay, this is the will of Hashem. Hashem wanted like that, the Creator wanted like that, so I'm accepting that. I cannot fight with that. It won't help anybody. It's like a wound that I'll play with it all the time. Why did it happen to me? It will never heal. So I have to know how to release it, accept it, maybe look at it without judgmental, with a little bit curiosity. I want to see what will happen. In the Torah, maybe you heard about Joseph, okay? Yosef HaTzadik. So Yosef was sold to be a slave in Egypt. And at the beginning, somebody who thought, maybe this guy would succeed, like he will be like the friend of Paro. Of course not. He's sold as a slave. He's finished, okay? He was the son of Yaakov Avinu. He is finished, okay? He's a young boy, 17 years old. He's very handsome, okay? He's going to be a slave in Egypt. He's finished, okay? Yizichro Baruch. No. He became the vice president of Paro. So you can never imagine what will be at the end. The same thing with Yaakov. Yaakov, when he went to Egypt with 70 of his family, 70 people, Shiv'im Nefesh, the Torah said. So I thought he came with, with the carriages of Paro. Wow, he came like a king, okay? Because his son is very close to the plate there. So Yaakov went to Egypt. I would thought, whoa, he's going to be in a good place. No. All the Jewish people became slaves in Egypt. So you can never know the end. So be curious, okay? Curious, נתקע לי המילה, okay? סקרן, okay? Be סקרן, be curious. Curious, וואו, ברכה לי המילה. תהיה סקרן, okay? You can never know the end. Wait till the end. So the first thing is mindfulness. Second thing, please pay attention to what you are saying to yourself. Create a positive mantra. Instead of saying, oh, it's awful, I hate this world, it's finished, there is no light at the end of the tunnel. Instead of saying things like that, say other mantra. You decide what you are saying to yourself. And you have to understand each one of us has a radio 24/7 in our head, okay? Imagine that you have a radio in your head, okay? 24/7. If it's a good radio, okay, Shura Torah, spiritual thing, okay, motivational speakers, it's wonderful, you'll be very good. But imagine that it's like, I don't know, something bad. I don't want to say something that will offend somebody, but imagine that you have a radio, very bad radio, okay? All the time, people are complaining, fighting with each other. Of course, it will influence me. You are all the time speaking to yourself, in your mind. So choose a positive mantra that you will say to yourself each time you're wondering, you're thinking about your pain. It's the most difficult thing is the past pain that I cannot change, okay? I can change maybe the future. I can do things in the present to change the future. Wow, but I can't change my past. So first thing is mindfulness. The second thing is change your mantra for a better one, okay? The third thing, it's, I heard from a comedian that said that once I thought that my mind, it's the best organ in my body. Again, the comedian said, I thought, one time I thought that the best part of my body is my brain. Then I thought, who's telling me that? Okay? Him. So of course, don't believe to all your thoughts. I gave a lecture in one of the prisons in Israel, Kele Masyau prison. And one of the people, the prisoner there said to me, Harav, I'm in the prison, okay? And I won't be out 7 years from now, but I discovered one thing. To be a prisoner, you don't have to be in prison. You can be free. But you are a prisoner of your thoughts, of your anxiety, of your lust, ta'avot, okay, your envy. You can be a slave of your thoughts, okay? So free yourself. Notice that it's just a thought. Okay, it's a thought. I don't have to believe my thoughts. If they are serving me, okay, they are doing good things for me. If your thoughts are complimenting you, encouraging you, so believe in them. But if your thoughts hurting you, offending you, belittling you, okay? You're small, you're nothing, okay? You're a loser. Who's saying that to you? It's yourself. So suffering created by ourselves. So first thing, we said mindfulness, okay? Let's be calm, present. No, don't draw yourself to the past or to the future. What will be? I don't know. Okay, so be present, be curiosity with curiosity. Okay, with curiosity and without judgmental. Stop judging the world all the time. And stop judging yourself also. We're too hard on ourselves. I'm bad, I'm not good enough. It's very hard. There is a sentence called, I'm enough. Okay? I'm not wonderful. I'm not excellent. I'm enough. And I want to be a friend of Fanger, okay? And this is the fourth thing. I have to be very gentle with myself. If somebody was hurt with an arrow, okay? The worst thing you can do is try to, put out the arrow outside. Okay? No, it will hurt himself more. So if you're hurt from somebody else, be gentle with yourself. Be, with something called self-compassion. You have to be your best friend and try to be that. So first thing we said mindfulness, second thing we said create a positive mantra. Look what you are saying to yourself, because you are talking to yourself all the time. Even now when you are hearing me, what this Fanger said, okay? His English, not so good. Okay, sorry. So hear what you are saying to yourself and change the record, okay? Put good music, and I mean a good sentence for yourself. Say to yourself, it's all for the best. It's all for the best. It's only a challenge. Say to yourself, it's only a challenge. Okay, even though if it's hard, but there is a rule in the Torah, I will say it in Hebrew and I will translate, Hashem lo ma'amid adam benisayon, אלא אם כן הוא יכול לעמוד בו. Hashem won't challenge you with a challenge that you cannot handle. Even though you will say to me, Arav, I cannot handle it. Okay, it's too hard for me. You can, if only you want. Okay, there is no word like I cannot. There is I don't want to. Okay, let's be honest with each other. If Fanger has challenges, okay, I will tell you, Fanger has challenges. He doesn't succeed to be successful in all these challenges. He cannot hold all these challenges. He cannot succeed with all these challenges, or he can't. He can. If you will offer Fanger, if you will go through this challenge successfully, I will give you $1 million. Do you think I will go through this challenge successfully? Of course. So I can, if I want. So you have to want. But something that you want, I cannot give it to you. You have to want that. You have to want it really badly, really badly. So maybe I told you this story. A guy met his teacher, very holy rabbi, very wise one, in a swimming pool, in a hotel. And the guy asked the rabbi, tell me, Rabbi, how did you succeed in life? You're very successful, you're very wise, you're very successful, you're a speaker. So the rabbi said to him, you want me to show you how? Come with me to the pool. So the guy said, with the Rav? To the pool? Yeah, to the pool. Okay, they are going to the pool. They went into the water, and the water reached to the chest of the guy, and then the Rabbi said, take deep breath and dive inside the water. So the guy took a deep breath, dive inside the water. 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, and he wanted to get out. As he wanted to get out, the Rabbi put his hand on his head. And the guy, and the Rabbi, no, the guy, the Rabbi, no. A few seconds after that, the Rabbi released him, and the guy, Rabbi, why? So the Rabbi said to him, wait a minute, just tell me, what did you want when you were underneath the water? The guy said, I wanted to see dolphins. I wanted air. So the Rabbi said to him, if you will want to succeed as much as you wanted air, you will succeed. Darlings, Yakirai, okay? I just want to tell you, if you want something, you need to want it badly. If you want to succeed in your marriage life, if you want to succeed in your school, in your spirituality, you really need to want that, because it will be hard. And I'm telling you, very hard. And as much as you grow, the tests are growing with you. The challenges will grow with you. It won't be easier. It will be challenging more. So the first thing, you have to be very gentle with yourself. Don't ruin to yourself. And I will explain. A guy came to his friend with a $10 bill. And he said, a $100 bill. And he said to his friend, I found a $10 bill, a fake one. So his guy said, how do you know it's fake? He said, have you ever seen have you saw a $10 bill with 2 zeros? Okay, you have never seen like that, so it's fake. You are ruining to yourself. Try to help yourself. Be your best friend. So the last thing is just don't look back. In Parashat Vayera, it said about the woman of Lot. Lot was in Sodom, and Hashem decided to destroy all Sodom. And he decided to save Lot and his wife, and he said to them, just go and don't look back. Okay, if you look back, you'll become, I don't know, like salt. And his wife looked back, and she became like a rock of salt. You know, one of the guys said to his wife, Mommy, darling, look back, please. So she looked back, and then she said to him, why? So he said, for Lot, it was successful. It was successful, okay? Okay, so for us, it's very hard, and for us, we don't look back, only to learn from our mistakes. If we will look back, each one of us made a lot of mistakes. Of course, we made mistakes, thousands of mistakes, okay? But we have to learn with that, and we have to keep on going. Don't be naive. When I say naive, there was a judge. He was asking one of the defendants, what is your crime? And he said, I was doing shopping for the holidays very early. So the judge said to do shopping very early, it's not a crime. How early? So he said, before the shop was opened. Sometimes we are acting naive. Don't be naive. Learn from your mistakes. First thing. Second thing, take responsibility. Don't excuse yourself. Don't blame anybody. Take your responsibility. And when I'm saying to take responsibility, I'm doing also excuses to myself. I'm telling you the truth. Sometimes I'm not succeeding with what I want, and I'm starting to make excuses. When you are making excuses, ask yourself 3 questions. The first one, is it the truth? When you are saying to me, Fanger, I cannot do that. Is that the truth? It's too hard for me. Is that the truth? Look in your eyes, not in my eyes. Look in your eyes in the mirror and ask yourself, is that the truth that I cannot? I told you the example. If I will give you $1 million to do that, will you do that? Of course. So you can. Don't underestimate your power, okay? So the first question is that the truth? The second question, what's the outcome of your excuses? What do you get from that? Okay, good excuse, very well, very good excuse. What are you getting from that? I'm telling you, nothing. Maybe a little bit enjoyment or a pleasant feeling, but you're not getting anything from that. Check yourself. What are you getting from your excuses? I need to get up in the morning early. Of course I want to continue to sleep. Please, even 5 minutes, I want that. Okay, you can stay to sleep 5 minutes. But after that, maybe it will be in 1 hour, 2 hours, or 3. And then, okay, you slept. What did you get from that? And the third question is imagine, just imagine, how would your life look like without excuses? Whoa, hear me good. Listen carefully. Just imagine, how would your life look like without any excuses? There is not a possibility of excuses. I'm telling you, we will reach a higher degree that we are now. So if you're making excuses, ask yourself 3 questions. Is that the truth? What's the outcome of your excuses? What you are getting from that? And how would your life look like if there is no possibility of excuses? So to deal with pain from the past, we have to remember 3 things. Pain is inevitable. It's happened to everybody. I have no control on that, okay? It's the corona virus, it's a divorce. Maybe divorce, you have control, maybe, yeah. Firing, somebody, got fired, illness of one of the family, loss of a loved one. It's something that happened. You don't have any control on that. You have control about your reaction, okay? The suffering. We said, Christine Neff, this psychologist from Ohio University, she said the equation that suffering is pain times resistance. If you are resistant, what happened to you? You're not thinking that with emunah, okay, Hashem wanted that for me, and I can resist that, but what will happen? If you are praying on that, good luck, it's very good. But if you're just resisting, all the time blaming, complaining, I will tell you one sentence. The ones who complain most do the least, okay? As much as you will complain, you will do less. So stop complaining. Do something with your life. Improve your life. Of course, there are things I cannot change, and I will accept that. But there are things you can change. So please change. And the last thing, we said that mindfulness is very important, and change your mantra. Be gentle with yourself. Remember, it's only a thought. When you are saying to yourself, there is no chance, it's only a thought. Say to yourself, I have a thought that there is no chance. It's a very, very big difference between there is no chance, then I have a thought, there is no chance. Because you have a thought, חזק וברוך מה שנקרא. Okay, a thought can be changed. I have a feeling. You can change that. You know, in the Torah, said about Avraham Avinu and Sarah. Sarah was 19 years old. 19 years old woman doesn't have kids, doesn't have babies. So when the angel came to Sarah and said to her, you know, next year you will have a baby, she laughed. She didn't believe in that because it was so amazing. And the pasuk said, "Hayipaleh ma'Hashem davar." There is something in the world that Hashem cannot do. He can do everything. So for me, it's a very powerful thing because, I have to be strong with myself. I have to know, even though I have a problem, there is Hashem there, okay? And with Hashem, I can do everything. There is nothing Hashem cannot do. So I will pray. I will trust Hashem that everything is possible. But don't ruin to yourself. So continue with your life. In the car, there is the rear view mirror. You know what's the rear view mirror? המראה האחורית, לאלה שמדברים פה עברית. The rear view mirror, it's small. The windshield, השמשה הקדמית, it's very big. So if you want to look back, just a small frame of your past, just to learn from your mistakes, learn from your past. The past is the best school in the world. You have to learn from that, but just continue with your life. And the last thing, we have to have somebody that encourages us. It was in Paris. This is the story, and it was a very famous singer that came there to do a show, and everybody bought tickets ahead. It was full booked. Everybody was excited. Yo, it's a very big singer. We love him. Wow! נהדר, wonderful. And everybody was waiting for the show to begin, and then the owner of the place took the microphone. It was in Paris. Excusez-moi, pardon, אני מצטער, I'm sorry. The singer has a problem, okay? And he won't be able to come, but we found somebody else from you. It's not so famous, but it's also good. All the crowd, boo, we want the singer, bring the money back. Okay, but the owner of the place said, please give him a chance. And the singer is a beginner, okay, but he's really good. And he started to sing very, very beautiful, okay? And he sang. And then he finished the ceremony. Nobody was clapping hands, no whistling, no, whoa, applause, no. Quiet. Then, from the end of the place, the hall, a young boy, 6 years old, stood up and shouted, "Daddy, you are wonderful!" And all the crowd stood on their feet and wow, applause, wonderful. Each one of us needs somebody to encourage him. Okay, life is hard. We need somebody to love. No, it's not a different song. We need somebody to encourage us, okay? Also to love somebody, but we need somebody to encourage us. So be that person to another one, to your wife, to your husband, to your kids, okay? Your kids are going through a hard time. Be there for them. And if you have nobody, be there for yourself. I told you, you have to be gentle with yourself. You have to be your best friend. Hillel HaZaken, the sages from the Torah, he said, Im en ani li mili. If I want help to myself, nobody will help me. People are nice, but Each one of them has his own life. You have to take care of yourself and believe that Hashem loves you. And you know Hashem can do everything. Don't be afraid. Everything will be okay. Just stay on the track, okay? And remember, the pain from the past, just don't resist that. Accept it, learn from that, change your mantra to a positive mantra, all for the best. It's only a challenge. Look what you are saying to yourself. Okay, it's very important. And continue with your life. Don't look back. Just look to learn and continue. Don't be naive. You know, take responsibility. And if you're making excuses, ask yourself, is that the truth? What are you getting out from that? And imagine, how would your life look like without excuses? I'm telling you, we can reach much more than we are doing now. So I'm just blessing you, and I'm wishing to myself to succeed in life. And we can reach, you know, the sky is the limit, and believe in that. And tomorrow will be the best part of our life. It's yet to come. Okay, don't think, I had a life. The best part of our life is ahead of us. So thank you very much for Nava of organizing the Zoom in English, Oz Cohen of the YouTube channel, and Daniela for helping me with the English. I'm sorry I'm not the best student. So just remember, try, don't give up, never give up. Just release the pain, and you can choose the amount of suffering that you suffer. Choose the least. Thank you very much. Have a good night. I love you. בהצלחה.